Good day, everybody. Super awesome Gabe here from Window Ninjas again, back for some more wisdom for you guys. Um, I'll share an experience with you guys from yesterday. Every single morning, me and my sales team, we get together. I get my sales manager, I get every one of our call center employees. We treat them like salespeople, so I call them salespeople because their job is to provide a service to our clients by answering the phone and solving their problem in a friendly way so that they can close the deal and get that customer taken care of so that we can help them and they can help us. That's our goal every single day in our call center. And because we answer phone calls for every single one of our locations, we are continually growing. We're adding on new locations. Um, we would eventually like to have 60 locations throughout the United States. That's our first goal. Um, but again, there's a path to success for that, and there's a path to success for our call center. So the reason I'm talking about this is because every single day we have a meeting, 10 to 15 minutes. We review the previous day's action items. We review big wins. We celebrate all the great things that each one of those employees did. And then we do a little bit of training, educating, you know, ongoing education. And yesterday we were talking about who's following up with their leads, how many follow-ups are they making, how often are they making them, what's that process, the whole sales process. Okay, customer calls us, they ask for a quote, we actually send the quote out to get done, it gets done, we get the information back, we present it to the client, great, they book, awesome. Maybe they don't book. Okay, so the ones that they don't book immediately because a customer needs to talk to their husband, or maybe they need to check their bank account, see if they've got the funds, or see if it's in budget, or maybe they're getting multiple quotes. Whatever the case may be, there's some deals out there that they just don't close. And that's okay. However, that means you've got to follow up. And in that process, you have to follow that process that we have laid out for them. And it's a recurring process. Okay. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we have a guy that is on vacation this week. He's one of our rock stars. He's an awesome guy. We love him. He's awesome. We're glad that he's taking a vacation. But what about his leads? Who's following up with his leads for that week? And immediately, I got a bunch of pushback. Oh man, we don't want to step on somebody's toes. I'm like, hey, first of all, did you spend the money for advertising to get that client to actually give us a call or send us a fill out a form request and give us their information because they needed some help? And they all looked at me like, well, yeah, they did that, but we don't want to step on somebody's toes. Okay. So let's not call those clients for a whole week, all of them for a whole week. Let Jeff come back after a week of being gone, enjoying himself with his family and all of that good stuff, just so he can take a shovel and have to shovel himself out of a hole for the next 2 weeks. Oh, and by the way, the clients that we didn't call, that we didn't follow up for Jeff, that we didn't help him with, have now gone on to somebody else or something else because everybody knows that their time is limited and their concentration and their focus and attention on one specific thing has already sailed. So the company loses money because we spent money on advertising that didn't get fulfilled. Jeff loses out because he comes back, none of his leads have been followed up on, and nobody has even remembered. They just thought, hey, they're just like everybody else. They just don't follow up. Okay. And the deals that could have been closed and put on those franchisees' calendars are not there at all, right? So now we're trying to keep those guys busy, but we don't have enough leads to be able to keep them busy because we didn't follow up with those leads. It's a doom loop, right? But everybody wants to say they don't want to step on somebody's toes. It's ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. Okay, I want to get attention. Is that ridiculous? If I want to grow my business, don't you think that I need to get some attention? Don't you think I need to step on some toes, so to say? I mean, it's a fallacy, right? Stepping on somebody's toe, you ain't stepping on nobody's toes. It's ridiculous. So we had this whole conversation about it, right? And they're pushed back. Oh, listen, my team is trained and educated so well that I have had to reiterate with them that, you know, if you're out for a week and we follow up with your leads to help you out and we close those deals, how many of you guys in my call center would be willing to give that commission to that salesperson, even though you closed that deal for them? And they all raise their hands. They're like, yeah, man, we always do. We do that all the time. So then why are you fighting me about stepping on somebody's toes? They would do it for you, and you're going to do it for him. So where did this pushback about stepping on somebody's toes come from? Okay. I finally got it squashed and they finally comprehended what I was talking about. And I hope you guys do too. But again, as we're talking about this, it makes me start to think, what's the success formula? How do you create success for you and your team and your family every single day? Every single day, you should be selling yourself. You got to sell yourself to your kids. You got to sell yourself to your spouse. Hey, you didn't get your spouse because you didn't sell her or him. Okay. You're, as a guy, right? Your wife wants to have a baby. Okay, great, man. Awesome. Sounds good, right? Or, well, I don't know if I'm going to be a good dad. Uh, but she sells you, oh, you know what? You're going to be the best dad in the world. Let's have a baby. Let's do it. Okay. Is she stepping on your toes or are you stepping on her toes? Which one is it? Okay. You're not, right? You're trying to solve somebody's problem. Hey, the wife wants to have a baby. Let's have a baby. All right. Hey, the kid wants to go to college. Hey, let's get him into college. Hey, who's going to pay for college? Hey, I don't know. He wants to go to college. But since he does want to go to college and he got in, we got to figure out a way to pay for it. Right? Man, hey, we want a bigger house. Awesome. Who's going to pay for it? Right. There's all these little roadblocks in everything that you want to do. Sales is no different, man, but you're not stepping on somebody's toes. Okay. Look at it like this. If do you guys want to get criticized? Nobody wants to get criticized. However, when you start getting criticized, you start getting attention. If you're not being criticized, you're not getting enough attention. If you're not getting criticized because people are telling you to stop, then again, your attention's going to go away, right? And that's the attention on you. Your success level is going to go down, right? So by putting yourself out there too much, is that stepping on somebody's toes, or are you providing value to somebody else? Are you giving somebody so much value that they just are like, wow, man, this guy's freaking awesome. I appreciate all that help. Okay. I don't understand this thing about stepping on somebody's toes. And you shouldn't either. If somebody tells you to stop, knock it off, don't do it because you're being too pushy or you're stepping on somebody's toes, just stop that mentality, man. If your best friend or your kid was abusing drugs and alcohol, would you get their attention and discuss the issue? Or would you say, I don't want to step on his toes? Sounds silly, doesn't it? Would you take the time and the energy to remove your kid from a bad habit, a bad situation, to get them help? Or are you stepping on their toes? Would your own child criticize you for taking them out of a bad situation? Those of you with kids know what I'm talking about. Hey, get over here. I don't need you crossing the street. Why not? Because I don't want you to get run over, man. Right. Or would you just say, oh, go ahead and cross the street? Don't look both ways, just cross the street. Go ahead. Just go. You know, it's all good. Just, we'll see what happens. No, it doesn't make any sense, right? So you would step on your own child's toes to save them and help them, whether you're removing them from a bad situation, maybe you're trying to keep them from getting hurt, okay? Because you want them to be better, right? But what about your customers? What about you? Are you doing those things every single day for yourself? Are you removing yourself from a bad situation? Are you putting yourself in situations where people will criticize you? Okay. Because when they criticize you, now you're getting attention. Okay. The eyes are on you. Okay. And as they do that, are they then becoming haters, right? I don't know why he's putting all that stuff out there. Or I don't know why he thinks he needs to buy a house like that. Or I don't know why he thinks he needs to have a car like that. Hey, man, my car. It's my house. It's my dream. It's not yours. Why are you stepping on my toes? Okay. So all of this put together goes back to the things that I continually talk about over and over and over again, and it's success. The success formula. What does it look like for you? What do you want for your life? What are the dreams that you have? What is the thing that motivates you to get out of bed every single day and go do a job or a career or a passion that produces revenue for you and your family so that you can achieve your goals and your family's goals? Okay. You got to get some attention. You're going to get some criticism. You're going to get people that are going to hate on you. Okay. But then after it's all said and done, and you've been through that freaking battle of attention getting, criticism, haters, man, you're at the top of the mountain. And then guess what happens? Now you start getting admiration. People start admiring for what you have achieved. People will start patting you on the back and say, man, I appreciate that. I call my kid that's up in college and I say, man, good job, dude. How are things going? I'm so proud of you because you have gotten to this level of success for yourself because you have worked so hard to be here. I pick up the phone and I call my oldest son and I'm like, man, you're a rock star. I'm so proud of you because he has followed the steps of success that we have laid out for him his entire life, right? Again, did that mean he got our attention? Yeah, he got our attention. Did it mean we criticized him when he was doing wrong? Heck yeah. Okay. Were we hating on him, right, when he was making mistakes or didn't do something the way that we knew he should have been doing it? Yeah. Okay. But after all of that and all that noise and all that busyness and stepping on his toes, both of them, we're now in the phase of admiration for our kids, me and my wife, Melissa. Okay. Are you admiring your kids at this point in your life? Or are your kids still young and looking to achieve some massive goals and success for themselves? Okay. And if they are in that situation, are you being critical of them in a good way? Are you helping them in a good way? Are you creating daily habits for them that will create success for them? Are you putting that full body of work together for your family? And if you are, good for you, man. It's awesome. Are you doing the same thing in your career? Or are you just going to the job because you got a job? Or have you taken that job and turned it into an opportunity to create some more success for yourself? Okay, man, all of this put together means just stop thinking about how you're stepping on somebody's toes because that is an excuse and that is not a way to be successful. Okay, don't be afraid to step on somebody's toes. Think of it as a benefit for them. Think of it as a benefit for yourself and think of it as a benefit for society. Okay, help your friend, help your neighbor, help your kids, help yourself. And if I can add some value to you every single day, by all means, let me know if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it and I could do better and you know what I could be better at, hey, give me a thumbs up and go ahead and criticize me with some information that'll help me get better. See how that works? Now it's a better society. All right, guys, look for me on the next go round. Hope you have a great day. Keep shining.